Hello subscribers. In this video series, we are creating games to practice our Python skills. In this video, we will going to create a Tic Tac Toe game to practice Python. So first of all, let's play this game, which I have already developed. As all of us are ready, we'll hit yes. The game started, and it's showing the 9 position, which are which we are going to choose. Okay, the first we have to choose a marker. I'll choose X as my marker. Later on my position, I would like to mark X on fifth position. Player 2 will choose as I'm the only one here and was playing as player 2 as well. Okay, so player 2 will choose position 1, then player 1 again hit position 7. Now player 2 has to tackle. He'll choose position 3. Later on, player 1 will choose 2. Then player 2 will hit 9. Okay, player 1 will hit 6. Player 2 again has to tackle player 1 will hit 4. And this way the game will start. If any of the player won, game will declare the winner as well. Okay, so let me explain the coding of this game. I have divided the task in 5 steps. Okay, we are going one by one toward each step. In first step, we will create and display for the game using simple print statements and a list. Here I have created a list named as board in which there are 10 positions. Usually I mark position index 0 as a hash, like it will be easier for player to use 1 to 9 position rather than 0 to 8. That's the only reason I kept at index 0 hash. Okay. Later on, I created a function named as display board in which the entire game board is printed, and using dot format in the appropriate position of the board, I selected the positions of this list. Like in first position, the whichever value at the index 1 of the board list will be there. Okay. I hope you are understanding it well. Later on, next step, uh, we will create a function to select the to allow player to select the marker. Okay, the function name as player input. Accepted values are x and o only, and we use the variable marker false to run our while loop. As well as the values are preferred. Like unless the value of marker is false, the player will enter his value in like in input tab, and that value will be goes to the chosen marker. It's a variable. Later on, I have used if and else statement. Like, if the value which is chosen by the player are accepted in these variables, then we are going to move the game forward. And if they are not in this list, accepted marker list, then there will be error pop up. Please choose an appropriate marker. Later on, in third step, we will allow a player to enter the positions he wanted to mark at. Like, and that will be go alternately. Like, first player will enter his position, later on the player second will enter his position. For this, I have created another list in which accepted position are entered. Like there should not be any error if a player entered a position 10. That's why we are creating a list in which accepted positions are entered to verify an appropriate position entered by the player. Okay, and to variable player 1 equals to true and player 2 equals to false to run the while loop. Until the player 1 variable is true, player 1 will accept where player 1 position variable will accept user's position. If there is any error, like if user entered any values accepting these, then there will be pop-up message that enter an appropriate position. Later on, in else statement, there is a bunch of if, elif, and else statement code for each position. Like if uh, entered position by player 1 is 1, then the marker of that player will be assigned to board at that particular position. Similar kind of code is typed, or we can say defined, for player 2 as well. In next step, we are going to design a logic to verify which player is won, whether anyone won or there is tie between them. For this, we have created another variable in which a bunch of elif statement code is there for calculating row-wise diagonally whether there is any marker choice put like entered by the player is having a bunch of three. Let's try to elaborate these things. If player one choice are entered consecutively in pair board index 1, 2, and 3, then it will pop up the message player 1 won the game. Okay, and this all code for all the rows and columns. Okay, finally, we are done with all our functions. Now we will compile all the functions to execute the gun. First of all, we will print tic tac toe like a welcome message. Then we will ask user that are you ready to play the game? Then we will execute the game in else statement, if statement, else we will terminate the game. Later on, uh, if user entered Y, like that means yes, then we will display a board, take an input of a choice from the user. Later on, if first user entered X, then automatically the second player will have O as his marker, and vice versa. Later on, we will run the function which we developed to mark a marker at a particular position. And after every successive run, we will check whether someone win or not. And until the eighth position is marked, sorry, until the eighth position get marked, if no one win, then we will declare that game is tie. Okay. I hope you all have understood well. I hope I tried my level best to get you understand this code. Intentionally, I have left some loopholes in this block of code. Sorry, this block of code. I would like to hear from you that what's the mistake in this code. That's your task. Okay. Let's end this video here, and I'll be right back with another game. Thank you.